Story time with AM. I'm not sure if I should. No, I maybe I shouldn't tell this story. I feel like this would be. I have another story to tell that I could say. Okay, so I remember a long time ago, a long time ago, I used to smoke cigarettes. A long time ago, all right? Long time ago. And hey, if you smoke cigarettes now, I don't judge you, all right? But you know what to do. Anyways, a long time ago, like when I was 16 years old, right? Last year, I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes. I remember this one day, me and my mom had this heart-to-heart talk. Have you guys ever had this heart-to-heart talk with your parents where you literally just told them everything? You know what I'm saying? Like you told them everything and you just didn't want to hide anything anymore. All right, so I used to be a very wild and bad child. I mean, I was kicked out when I was like 16, like 17, all that shit. Anyways, right? I remember I just wanted to stop lying to my mom. I just wanted to stop lying to her. No one likes lying, right? So I just lied about my like. She would ask me, "Oh, are you smoking? I could smell it in your room." Like, no, I'm not smoking, mom. Why would I do that, mom? I'll get like super defensive, you know, saying, "Mom, no." And then so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop lying to my parents. I'm just gonna stop lying to mom because there's no point in lying. She knows already, right? So I remember like she was chilling in her room and I go in there and I'm like, "Mom, I need to talk to you." She goes, and this is the first time we actually, like, usually we fight, right? This is back when we had a pretty rocky relationship. Anyways, we used to fight all the time. And so I go in the room, I was like, "Mom, I need to talk to you." And she goes, "Yeah." And I started telling her everything. I was like, "Mom, I smoke cigarettes." She's like, "Yeah, I know." I was like, "How'd you know?" She's like, "I could smell it in your room." I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Mom, I smoke weed." She's like, "How many marijuana?" I was like, "1, Mom." No, I'm just kidding. No, I didn't say that. I was like, "Mom, I smoke weed." And then she goes, "Okay, as long as you're careful and blah blah blah," right? And I was like, "Mom, I also drink." She's like, "Is that where the wine bottles go?" I'm like, "Mom, I can't buy alcohol. You know that." And I goes, "Mom," and I started telling her, I was like, "Mom, I stole your car. I took your car without your permission." And this is back when I didn't have a license yet. So I was like, so I was like, "Mom, I took your car without permission." And that was the only thing she was shocked about. She's like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I found your spare keys and you went to Vegas." You know, right? I was like, "You went to Vegas," and I was like, da. And anyway, so we had this heart-to-heart talk, right? Then the next day, my mom says, "Hey, I told your dad about you smoking." And I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Oh shit," because my dad would beat my ass, dude. My mom scolds me, right? But my dad would literally whoop my ass, right? Anyway, so I was nervous. I was scared, dude. I was like, "So you told dad?" Right? So yeah, he's coming here in a bit, right? So I'm chilling. My dad walks to the door, and he goes, "AM kid." Obviously, he doesn't call me AM kid, right? He calls me handsome, you know, sexy. No, I'm just kidding. That's weird. Anyways, he goes, "AM, need to talk to you." It's like, fuck. I was tripping. I was sweating. I was nervous. I was like, I'm gonna get my ass whooped, right? I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get my ass whooped. And so he goes to me, "So your mom told me that you smoke." He smokes too, right? This is no, he quit already. He quit already at that time. He goes, "Mom told me that you smoke." And he goes, "How long you been smoking for?" And I was like, ever since I was like 15, 16 or whatever. And he was just like, "What'd I tell you about smoking?" Right? The obvious scolding, right? And he goes, he's like, he goes, but he was like, "You know what? I'm glad that you told us." And he literally handed me a pack of cigarettes. And he let me smoke. He's like, "Just don't do it in front of mom. Don't do it in front of mom. She doesn't want to see that. You just go outside and you smoke." So he gave me a pack. I was 17 or I'm pretty sure I was 16 or 17. He handed me a pack of cigarettes, right? And the reason why he did that is because one, I was being honest with him, and I was being open, and I wasn't lying about anything, and I wasn't hiding anything anymore, right? So he appreciated that. And then two, I'm pretty sure that was his way of like getting close to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really have a good relationship with my parents. I had better relationships with my friends, because that's just how whatever, right? Just some family history stuff. So I didn't really have the best relationship with my mom and dad. So that was also my dad's way of like, you know, of getting close to me again and saying, hey, you could talk to me about things, you could tell me about things, and I'll be there for you. But you know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to hide stuff, which was actually really, really cool, which was actually really, really dope. Honesty is how to bond with parents. Yeah, dude, that was actually really dope. So from that day forward, I told him everything, man. I told him all the bullshit I did. I told him all the bullshit I did growing up. I told him everything. But here's the thing, right? So I didn't know my dad was gonna be like that, you know? Because remember I told you, I prefaced it with my dad will whoop my ass, right? Like he doesn't take any shit. That he's that kind of dad, right? So I was very scared to tell him these things because I already had the assumption that he wasn't gonna accept it and he was just gonna whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? But I took the chance, and I told my mom first. My mom told my dad, and then I started telling my dad everything. And then from that day on, I never hid anything from my parents again. Yeah. You know, there's never the right time for this.